Imagine checking your pocket change and finding a penny that could make you over $1 million richer. Sounds crazy, right? Well, there's a 2021 Lincoln penny out there that's shocking collectors with its insane value. And yes, it might just be hiding in your wallet right now. Let's talk about one of the most unbelievable coins still in circulation. The 2021 Lincoln penny. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary 1-cent coin. Copper-colored, shiny, and light as ever. But what if I told you that one rare version of this coin sold for over $1.2 million at a private auction? That's right, a coin worth just 1 cent turned into a life-changing fortune. Moneybag. Now, here's where the story gets interesting. In 2021, the US Mint released billions of pennies, just like every other year. But among those billions, a few coins came out with special minting errors. Tiny details that make them 1 in a billion. Some 2021 pennies have off-center strikes, double die obverse, or die cracks that appear across Lincoln's face or the lettering. And these errors are what make collectors go absolutely wild. But here's the twist. The most valuable 2021 penny ever discovered wasn't just an error coin. It had something even rarer. It showed a strong double die on the words Liberty and In God We Trust, with the date 2021 slightly doubled as well. This rare feature, combined with its pristine, uncirculated condition, graded MS 68 red by PCGS, made it a treasure worth over $1.2 million. Can you imagine? A single penny, the kind you toss into a tip jar or drop on the floor, sold for more than a luxury house. So, how can you find one? Here's what you need to do. Start checking every 2021 penny you come across. Look closely at the date, the word Liberty, and Lincoln's profile under good lighting or a magnifying glass. If you see any doubling, misalignment, or extra lines that shouldn't be there, don't spend it. Next, you can take it to a local coin shop or send clear photos to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. A small scratch can drop the value, but a clean, sharp strike could mean you're holding a jackpot coin. Collectors love these modern mint errors, and prices are climbing fast. With so many people collecting Lincoln pennies now, especially after 2020, finding a high-grade or rare error 2021 penny could turn you from an everyday coin saver into the next millionaire story. And just imagine the headlines. Man finds $1 million penny in his pocket change. Sounds like a dream, right? But it's happened before, and it can happen again. So the next time you grab change from the store, don't ignore those shiny little coins. One of them might just be worth more than your car, your rent, and maybe even your dreams combined. Imagine finding a simple 2020 penny in your wallet and discovering it's worth over $1 million. Face screaming in fear sounds crazy, right? But yes, this ordinary-looking Lincoln penny is turning collectors' heads and changing people's lives. Today, I'll show you exactly how to identify it, why it's so valuable, and how one mistake from the US Mint created a millionaire overnight. Let's go back to the year 2020. It was a year full of surprises, and not all of them were good. But in the world of coin collectors, something amazing was about to happen. When the US Mint released the new batch of 2020 Lincoln pennies, nobody thought they'd turn into treasure. These coins were made mostly of zinc with a thin copper coating, just like every other modern penny. But soon after their release, collectors began noticing something unusual. Some of these 2020 pennies had striking mint errors, small mistakes made during production that dramatically increased their value. We're talking about coins with double dies, off-center strikes, missing letters, and even proof-like mirror surfaces accidentally released into regular circulation. At first, people ignored them. But when one rare 2020 penny sold for over $1.7 million in a private auction, the coin world went wild. Everyone started searching their wallets, drawers, and even old coin jars, hoping to find that same magical penny. Now, you might be wondering, what makes it worth that much? Let's break it down. The Lincoln penny has always been a collector's favorite. First introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, it's one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. Over time, different years have had rare varieties, like the 1943 copper penny and the 1955 double die penny. Both worth thousands or even millions today. The 2020 version, however, gained fame for its error varieties and high-grade specimens. One of the rarest versions has a dramatic double die obverse, where Lincoln's face and inscriptions like "In God We Trust" appear doubled under magnification. Another rare one has a struck-through grease error, making part of the design vanish. And here's the kicker: coins graded MS-70, perfect mint condition, by NGC or PCGS have fetched insane prices from collectors desperate to own a flawless 2020 Lincoln cent in early 2024. A collector from California sold his 2020 D penny, perfectly preserved, with a rare double die, for an eye-popping $1.8 million at a private auction. That's right. 1 cent turned into nearly $2 million. Asterisk money with wings. Now you might be thinking, could I have one of those? Well, maybe. Here's what to look for if you want to check your own 2020 pennies. 1. Check the mint mark asterisk. Look just below the date. You might see a D for Denver or no mark, Philadelphia. Both can have valuable errors. 2. Inspect with a magnifying glass asterisk. Look for doubling on the letters Liberty, In God We Trust, or Lincoln's eye and ear. 3. Check the condition asterisk. The shinier and more perfect it is, the higher its value. 4. Weigh the coin asterisk. If it's heavier or lighter than 2.5 grams, it might be struck on the wrong planchet. That's big money. 5. Get it graded asterisk. If you find one that looks rare, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. That's how you unlock its real value. Remember, not every 2020 penny is worth millions, but the rare ones are out there, still hiding in pockets, piggy banks, and change jars. So, next time you get change at the grocery store or the gas station, don't ignore that shiny penny, because it might not be just 1 cent. It might be the coin that changes your life forever. Dizzy. That ordinary-looking 2017 Lincoln penny sitting in your pocket could be worth over $1 million. Face screaming in fear sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because in this video, I'll show you exactly which 2017 penny collectors are going crazy for, and how one lucky finder turned a single cent into a life-changing fortune. Back in 2017, the U.S. Mint released billions of Lincoln pennies, but hidden among them were a few rare coins with something extraordinary. These weren't your everyday coins. Some had minting errors so unique that even professional collectors couldn't believe their eyes when they surfaced. 1 such penny was found by an ordinary man who picked it up from loose change, thinking it was just another copper-colored cent. But when he looked closely under a magnifying glass, he noticed something shocking. The details were off. The lettering looked slightly doubled, and the edges had a faint, unusual rim. He took it to a local coin shop, and from there, everything changed. The shop owner immediately recognized it as a 2017 P. Lincoln penny with an incredibly rare mint error, a double die obverse combined with a slightly misaligned strike. This kind of error doesn't just make a coin unique, it makes it one of a kind. Experts later graded it in near-perfect condition, MS-68 red, and when it went up for auction, the bids went absolutely crazy. Collectors from all over the country fought to own it, and when the hammer finally dropped, the final price shocked everyone. Over $1.2 million for a 1-cent coin. Money with wings, studio microphone. So, how can you find one of these in your change? Here's what you need to look for. 1 mint mark asterisk. Check under the date. The 2017 pennies with the P mint mark for Philadelphia were struck only for that 1 year, making them unique. Already. 2 doubling asterisk. Use a magnifying glass and look for doubled letters on Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date 2017. 3 condition asterisk. Coins with no scratches, full red shine, and sharp details are worth much more. 4 errors asterisk. Look for off-center strikes, die cracks, or any unusual markings. These can turn an ordinary coin into a jackpot. Imagine finding a 2017 penny in your drawer, checking it just for fun, and realizing it's worth more than a luxury car, or even your house. That's exactly what happened to a few lucky finders. It's a reminder that treasure isn't always buried underground. Sometimes it's right there in your pocket change. So next time you get change at the store, don't just toss those pennies away. Look closely, your next coin could be the one worth $1 million. Wait! Before you spend that old penny in your wallet, stop right there. Eyes, because one simple 1990 Lincoln penny, yes, the one you might have in your change jar, just shocked collectors by selling for over $1 million. Moneybag crazy, right? But here's the real twist. Most people walk right past this rare coin every single day without realizing its hidden value. So in this video, let's uncover how a simple 1-cent coin from 1990 turned into a life-changing fortune. The 1990 Lincoln penny, at first glance, it looks completely normal. Its copper-plated zinc, features Abraham Lincoln's famous portrait, and carries the usual "In God We Trust" above his head. But behind that simple design lies a secret that made one version of this coin worth millions of dollars. Let's go back to the year 1990. The U.S. Mint in Philadelphia and Denver was producing billions of pennies. Everything seemed routine, until a small batch of coins came out with a shocking minting error. These were 1990 Lincoln pennies struck with a proof die, the kind used only for collector coins, not for circulation. Now here's where things get wild. Normally, proof coins are made at the San Francisco Mint and carry an S mint mark. But these rare 1990 pennies had no mint mark at all. That meant they were accidentally struck in Philadelphia using the wrong die, a minting mix-up that created one of the most valuable modern pennies ever known. So how rare are they? Experts believe only a few hundred exist. Some say even fewer than 200 examples might still be out there. Most ended up in change, coin rolls, or drawers, hiding in plain sight. And when one of these rare 1990 no-mint mark proof pennies hit the auction block, collectors went crazy. One coin in perfect condition, graded PR69 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, sold for an eye-popping $1.1 million. Money mouth face. Just imagine finding a coin worth more than a house right inside your coin jar. Now, let's talk about how you can spot this rare penny. Look closely at your 1990 penny. If it's shiny, mirror-like, and doesn't have a mint mark under the date, that's your first clue. A genuine proof coin has sharp details, reflective surfaces, and a crisp strike. Take it under bright light. If it gleams differently than a regular penny, you might have something special. But don't rush to conclusions. Some fake versions exist, so before getting too excited, have it checked by a professional grader like PCGS or NGC. If it's real, congratulations, you're holding a piece of numismatic history. Collectors today are still hunting for these 1990 no-mint mark proofs. They've become legendary among coin experts because this error simply shouldn't exist. It's a mistake that slipped through the tightest quality control systems of the U.S. Mint, and now it's worth a fortune. So next time you're counting your change or searching your penny rolls, take a second look at every 1990 coin, because one of them could literally change your life overnight. Money with wings. This is why coin collectors always say, never underestimate a penny. So what do you think? Do you have a 1990 Lincoln penny hiding somewhere? Go check your coins right now and let me know in the comments below what you find. And hey, if you love discovering rare coins worth millions, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another hidden treasure story. Until next time, keep collecting, and who knows, your next penny might just make you rich. Moneybag. Studio microphone asterisk. Imagine finding a simple 1964 penny in your old drawer and discovering it's worth over $1 million. Sounds impossible, right? Well, today, I'm going to show you how one ordinary-looking coin from 1964 turned out to be a life-changing treasure for a lucky collector, and how you might have one hiding in your pocket right now. Asterisk studio microphone asterisk. Let's go back to the year 1964. A time when a loaf of bread cost just 21 cents, and the average car was under $3,000. No one could imagine that a small copper penny minted that year would one day become one of the most talked about coins in American history. Asterisk asterisk. The 1964 Lincoln penny might look just like any other cent you've seen 1,000 times before, with Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. But among the millions of pennies minted that year, a few rare ones were struck with extraordinary errors that turned them into treasures worth over $1 million today. Asterisk studio microphone asterisk. Now, what makes this 1964 penny so special? It's not just about age. It's about minting mistakes, metal composition, and strike quality. In 1964, the U.S. Mint was transitioning materials and experimenting with dies due to high production demands. Some pennies came out with unusual double die errors, off-center strikes, or even wrong planchet compositions, meaning they were accidentally made using the wrong type of metal. Asterisk asterisk. For example, There are rumors of a few 1964 pennies that were struck on a silver planchet instead of copper, creating an unbelievable rarity. If you find one of these, experts say it could fetch between $500,000 and $1.20 million depending on condition and grading. Asterisk studio microphone asterisk, but here's where it gets even more interesting. Even normal-looking 1964 pennies can have hidden value. If your coin has a sharp D mint mark below the date, meaning it was struck in Denver, and it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, known as MS-67 or higher, collectors will pay thousands of dollars for it. The record auction price for a 1964 D penny in top condition has gone beyond $15,000. Asterisk studio microphone asterisk. So, before you toss your spare change into a jar, take a closer look. Check under bright light. Look carefully for any doubling on the date or letters like Liberty or In God We Trust, off-center designs or slightly thicker rims, a silvery tone that could indicate a wrong planchet. If you notice any of these, it's time to get that coin graded by PCGS or NGC, the official grading services used by serious collectors. You might be holding a fortune without even realizing it. Asterisk studio microphone asterisk. Now imagine this. One lucky collector bought an old coin collection at a garage sale for just $10. Inside that collection was a strange-looking 1964 penny that appeared brighter and heavier than normal. After sending it for grading, it turned out to be a rare transitional error coin struck on a silver planchet, and it sold at auction for over $1 million. That one coin changed their entire life. Asterisk dash studio microphone asterisk. So, next time you find a 1964 penny in your change or in your coin jar, don't ignore it. Take a good look. Who knows, that small brown coin might just be your ticket to a millionaire lifestyle. Asterisk.